Hello and welcome to my channel. Dark Hill here. Here a little bit. Long time no see. Not sure when was the last time I even posted. But anyways, I decided to do, I guess, an unboxing slash testing today. Hit up a girls on Amazon, even though I didn't need to. I wound up buying some markers. I do have a lot of markers, I'm not gonna lie. But I bought these because they were extremely cheap. It was like $50 for like $16. These are supposedly alcohol and brush tip markers. So I'm gonna open that today and we'll see about these markers here. Opening the box and to do that, which is very smart, but usual Amazon packaging. Big box for a small item. The box item. And then let's see if we can't open it with a plastic butter knife, because that's all I have right now. I feel like getting up. Oh, look, it works. Hooray for plastic butter knives. And here it is. This it's called Spree. Oh, the paper. So they come in a little packet like this. 50 markers. Like I said, this was about $16, so they were pretty cheap. Had this little cardboard in the back. Looks like they have a color chart in the back. We're still gonna make our own, but there is one. And then let's open these bad boys up. If you hear any tapping, that's just my dog. But here are the markers, 50 of them. And only, like I said, it was only about $16 for these, which is very cheap. But these days, it seems like you can find alcohol markers for very cheap. I remember when I first started looking for alcohol markers, I could not find as many as they have now for cheap. But I guess that nowadays they do, which is a good thing, I guess. Of course, quality and light fast is still something to consider, but it's nice that you have the option of buying cheap markers. So I'm going to take out one of these markers. This is the body. It's kind of like a triangular shape. Probably made that way for some reason. Copics are made like in a oval shape, so I won't roll. We have a brush tip and a chisel tip. So very much like a Copic, at least as far as that goes. Brush and chisel. So we're going to test out the swatch and then test out these markers and see how they go. Hi. So we are back again. You're in the paper towel roll again because that's all I have right now to hold up my phone. You don't expect much from this channel. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch these babies and see what this is all about. So let's start. And I'm gonna probably fast forward this, but I'm gonna try to do them in some sort of order, even though can't really keep them in order in this type of case. Hey, so it is voiceover kill here. As I mentioned, I'm just fast forwarding through this. This is just me swatching the markers. I'm just writing down the names which are on the caps. I didn't mention that before. As I said earlier, I was just trying to keep them in some sort of order, like doing the grays with the grays, the warm grays with the grays, the blues, etc. I did mix up a couple of the colors like you see right here. I wrote down one color, then I grabbed the wrong marker. That happened too often, but I did fix it. When I do stuff like this, it's never all that great, but I did swatch them out, and honestly, it's 50 markers, so there is a good range of colors in here. You can definitely work with what you have. Some of the colors are very nice, like I like that blue in the corner, so I do think there's lots of nice colors in here. Good range. You don't really need like a lot of colors to begin with. We have a good range of colors. You have some just about in every family, so you can definitely work with what you have here. There wouldn't be any issues. From my experience, even with these super cheap markers, most come like that. There's only been one time where I got like a case of markers and they were just odd colors that I don't think you really work with, but for the most part, that doesn't happen too often. Anyways, this is going to be coming to an end here soon, and then you'll hear me come back on here and talk a little bit. All right, so we're done swatching all 50 colors. I'm obviously not going to swatch the clear here because that'd be just stupid. You think we all know what clear looks like. So I'm going to put these all back in the case, and then I'll do a quick little illustration down here so we can see how the markers look and work together. Now you probably already know this from watching, if you watched my videos before. I am by no means an expert, just a hobbyist. And I'm still trying to figure out this YouTube thing because like 50% of my videos, right, are cringy, which is why they are not available for public viewing. Hello, so we meet again, voice overkill. I don't have to say that every time, but basically right here I'm doing the sketching, which is obvious. I don't know why I didn't state that, but I should have stated it. I mean, I did say I was going to do a quick little sketch, which I did, and I just drew some random girl with some flowers. Part of it was cut off, which I didn't really notice until because I have to stand up and check constantly just to make sure that my phone, which I'm recording, I wasn't dying, because I've had that happen. I thought I was recording, I wasn't, but so part of it's cut off, but it's not anything big. I will put the illustration at the bottom here at the end. But basically, just drawing and then inking it, and then I of course pick out the colors, and then I go ahead and color it. So after I cleaned it up and then do a little bit of fixing here with the inking, I of course do go ahead and start coloring, or actually no lie, I pick out the colors. Next, what I'm doing right here, I'm just grabbing the colors, picking them out, which ones will work for whichever parts, and now I'm going in and coloring. Of course, I start with the light colors first, then I try and go in with the darker ones. As far as the markers themselves, I do not think that they perform bad at all, especially concerning how, I know I keep mentioning it, but I do think, at least from my experience, and I've bought quite a few markers, these are very inexpensive. I thought Ohuhu markers were cheap, and they're like $50 for 50 of them, but these are even cheaper than that. Like I said, I paid about $16. But I don't think they perform bad at all. They work like you would expect them to. Um, you can't really see it right here, but kind of toward the end of this, you will see what I'm talking about. Um, they work perfectly fine, but just from using them, especially toward the end here, I do not think they're going to last long, as in I don't think they probably have a lot of ink in them, which would make sense, and maybe that is why they are so inexpensive. But if you're just looking to kind of try out like a brush tip marker and you don't have a whole lot of money, I don't think these are a bad option. Obviously, you can't buy refills for them. If you do tend to use, because we all have probably do this, one color more so than the other, I don't think, not that I saw anyway, you could buy them singly, you had to buy the whole pack again, so maybe in that case they wouldn't be worth it. Overall, if you just want some markers, and you just want some cheap brush tip markers, or you want a brush tip marker, I spent a lot of money, these are good, and that's what I mean right there. It was a little streaky, and that could also be my coloring, but aside from that, I don't think they're bad. For what you're paying for, I think that they were perfectly fine. I have really nothing bad to say, other than I don't think that the ink would really last a lot long. Yeah, and this video is coming to an end here soon, but that's pretty much all there is. I do hope that you did enjoy this somewhat. If you sat through it, thank you. And I hope that you have a good day, good night, whatever it is where you're at. And thanks for watching.